Hi, and welcome to the Women in Leadership Body, Mind, Soul, and Business podcast weekly reading. We are currently reading The Path of the Yoga Sutras by Nicolai Bachman and are in chapter 19 this week. Smrti, memory. It's surprising how much of memory is built around things unnoticed at the time. Barbara Kingsolver. Every time we act or think or speak, we draw from our memory. Therefore, what we remember directly affects our behavior and the way we perceive the outside world. If we are to act in a kinder and gentler manner, then we must be careful and vigilant with what we expose ourselves to. Like all vrittis, memories can be helpful, harmful, or neutral. An uplifting movie can become a helpful memory if it is positive and contributes to our happiness. A helpful and constructive form of smrti could be memorizing something useful or repeating a mantra over and over again until it penetrates into the depth of your memory. On the other hand, watching a film with violence or horror may cause nightmares or violent and imitative actions, creating detrimental memories that can lead to future suffering. A neutral form of memory might be the phantom limb phenomenon. When individuals lose an arm or leg, often their mind thinks it's still there, and they can actually feel sensations from their non-existent hand or foot. Everything we experience is recorded in our memory. A strong impression in our memory may last much longer than we expect. Memories of loved ones who died long ago, of songs we have heard, of joy we have experienced, are all retained in our smrti. There are times when we consciously do something to keep a memory alive, such as visiting a loved one's gravesite or reviewing material so it stays fresh in our mind. Memory can influence samskaras and vice versa. When we witness or participate in an event that is very intense or repeated many times, the memory of that event is stronger, stores deeper in our chitta, and can therefore contribute to habitual tendencies or samskaras. When these stored patterns of behavior are negative or detrimental, they become psycho-emotional baggage that we carry with us all the time, and they influence our actions and reactions. Deep in our memory, negative samskaras strengthen the kleshas, while positive, helpful samskaras weaken them. Inaccurate or harmful memories manifest as afflicted thoughts and emotions that distort our perceptions and negatively affect our actions. The clarity of our heart mind determines how accurately an experience is stored in our memory. Whatever we think we saw or heard is what gets stored in our memory. Correct perception, or pramana, means the stored memories are truthful, while misperception, viparyaya, leads to untruthful memories. Clarification and purification of our heart mind is essential for seeing the world as it actually is. The process of yoga includes the gradual replacement of harmful or negative memories with helpful or positive ones. Whatever receives attention will strengthen, and whatever we pay no attention to will weaken, as we pay less attention to detrimental habits and give more attention to those that are beneficial. Eventually, the former are superseded by the latter. This process reprograms the heart mind and moves us toward happiness and optimism. If we are brought up to think certain things are true or right, then we will perceive and act based upon those premises. We are products of our experiences and highly impressionable at a young age. For example, let's say a person is raised in a might makes right environment where all issues are ultimately resolved through fighting. As an adult, this person will see the world in much the same way as wild animals do, through the narrow lens of survival of the fittest. On the other hand, someone brought up with love and trust will view their environment with much less fear, believing in cooperation rather than competition. The clarity of our heart mind also affects our communication and understanding. For example, a little boy's mother dies and his father remarries a woman who is not loving toward him. As an adult, the boy marries a woman who truly loves him, but one day she does something that she does not like. But one day he does something that she does not like, and she lets him know. Because of this past conditioning, he interprets what she says to mean that she does not love him. His wife said one thing, but he heard another, thereby creating a negative impression in his heart and mind. Mirroring is an excellent way to prevent such miscommunications from happening. If there is any potential for misunderstanding, repeating back what the person said enables us to confirm what we heard and thus avoid future problems. Mirroring will strengthen instead of weaken a relationship. Memory is necessary for reminding the heart mind to stay on its point of focus. The deeper purpose of Smrti is to remember our true nature. When the Smrti is completely purified, then we can experience our pure inner light of awareness. Thoughts. Clear, accurate perceptions can replace past inaccurate impressions. What I remember will create an impression that can affect my behavior. I will remember to engage in that which is conducive to the practice of yoga. Exercises. Choose something easy that you want to learn, like a song or sutra, and repeat it so many times that it becomes part of you. The next time you notice a potential misunderstanding about to happen between you and someone else, clarify what the other person said up front to make sure that you had heard it correctly. Think of activities you do that may be detrimental to your spiritual growth. Can you modify them or replace them with more positive and inwardly satisfying activities? Join us every week as we discuss these topics on our Facebook page and in our podcast. Thank you for joining us. Namaste.